awesome guitar player, guitar hero of mine since I was a teenager, adored millions of fans, cut down really in his prime, far too early. And Damageplan is a painfully undocumented period of time. And this live solo that we hear evolve over the last year of Darryl's life. You know, it started off as a homage to guitar players he liked, Gary Moore, and it morphed into just this kind of hodgepodge of various licks that he's played in other songs and other live points, and that's what we're going to analyze today. So today I'm playing my 2006 Dean Dime tribute into the Blue MXR 6 band, into the Wylde Overdrive, into the modified Crybaby, into my Randall Titan that is running into a Randall XL cab with vintage 30s. I'm miking this up with an SM57, nothing else. In order to play this solo, you're going to be in drop B tuning. Here's the bottom string. You can think of it as drop D tuning, just down to B. This first section I call Lick from Hell, and it's based on the A minor pentatonic, and it's very prevalent in things like Southern rock and in the blues. So what we're doing here is setting up on the 17th fret of the high E string. We're going to pick the high string on 17. We're going to hammer on 20 on the B, pull off to 17 on the B, and then hammer on 19 on the G, like this. Okay? You're only picking that first note, and then once you get it kind of going, it sounds like this. This next section is Sequence from Hell, and we're still setting up on the 17th fret, and to go from the lick from hell to the sequence from hell, we have this kind of transitional piece right here, and it goes like this. And then the sequence begins. I'll play that again. Okay. So that's the transitional piece, and then here's the sequence. Second section, you're going to remain on the 17th and the 18th fret of the B, and you're going to trill to the 20th on the G. So you have this. And then we're going to move it down a half step from the 16th fret to the 15th, 14th, 13th, and back up. Here that is really slow. So you're going to play 4 of these starting on the 18th fret. Okay, and then we go to the end of the sequence from hell, which is this kind of ascending lick in the minor scale. So you have this. Now Dime on the bootlegs is playing this 20th fret, but he's bending it 2 whole steps. I go to the 22nd fret and I bend 1 whole step. This next section is called Arpeggio from Hell, and we're going to be setting up on the A string 12th fret, and we're going to slide up to that fret from down below. Okay, and then we're going to be playing the minor shape or the minor arpeggio originating from the 12th fret on the A string. So and then we're going to sequence back and forth between those notes. You can think of that almost like a minor chord. Without the extra notes, because, you know, they're not there. Here's the second time through. And then you go into this trill from hell, which is setting up here on the 10th fret. You're going to pick the first note and then hammer on and pull off the rest. And then on the bootleg, sometimes Dime like hits the whammy bar like on the downbeat. Sometimes he plays it on the offbeat. It just depends on how he was feeling that night. You know, get creative with it. And then we land on the 10th fret of the B string. We're going to bend that. And then this part is ad-libbed. It seems a lot more than the rest of the themes that we go through. I just kind of just do a descending minor lick to connect these parts together. This section is Fives from Hell, and this is in between the kind of that nice melodic A minor shape that we were doing into this really fast ascending scale pattern that is following on A minor. So we are going to start here on the 2nd fret, and each of these groupings is a group of 5, hence the name Fives from Hell. We're going to start here on your bottom string. We're going to go 2, 3, 5, 3, 2. And I'm only picking the first note. The rest are hammer-ons and pull-offs. And then we're going to do 2, 3, 5, 2, 3 on the A. We're going to slide up to 3, 5, 7, 5, 3 on the A. And then 3, 5, 7, 5, 3 on the D. 4, 5, 7, 5, 4 on the G. 5, 6, 8, 6, 5, 6 on the B. 8, 10, 8, 6 on the B again. So you got this. And then we're going to go to the 7, 8, 10, 8, 7 on the high E. 8, 10, 12. 10, 12, 13. And then 12, 13, 15. So you have that, and then you have that trill at the end. And there's your there's your fives. So here's the Fives from Hell slow. And now there's a transitional piece between the Fives from Hell and the last section, which is the Triads from Hell. So when you come up to this top part with the Fives from Hell, you have this almost like he meant to do. I'm not sure, it's a little hard to tell on the bootleg, but you go from and there's your transition piece. Here it is again, slow. That downbeat is, or the last note of that grouping of 5 is where you start the Triads from Hell. And these are just minor and major shapes for the major triad. So if you know your kind of C major and your C minor shapes from, you know, just learning your chords, same thing. So what we're going to be doing there is we're going to be setting up on the 10th fret. So we're coming out of the 5s from hell. So you have the... I guess that's a diminished shape, not a minor shape. We're only picking the first note on these triads. The rest are hammer-ons, and we're going to play the first shape 4 times. And that goes into the next shape, which is the minor shape, setting up on the 9th fret of the G string. And then you have that major shape right there, so we're going to slide from 9 to 7. And then we're just all we're doing is descending the scale. So we have that diminished shape first, and then we have that minor shape second. And then we got another minor shape setting up on the 4th fret of G. Down to 2. And then we have this kind of goofy transitional thing where we're doing like this big stretch between the 3rd and 7th fret on the D. And then we're going to slide from 3 to 2. And that's where the bend and, you know, the greetings or whatever, you know, he was acknowledging his fans in the crowd during the bend, which is super cool. That's the idle solo. Thank you for checking it out. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on any form of social media, groversband.com. Please like and subscribe, and get your cool.